And we often talk about how we subconsciously compare our lives to the people we watch on social media, right? And that's natural. But some of us really do have those desires to have certain things like the family, the husband, the house, the land, whatever. But the problem is we are so busy comparing ourselves that that takes away from the joy and gratefulness that we should have in our day-to-day life. Because if we are so focused on what other people have and what other people are doing, that is taken away from what we have going on. So first off, we should be on social media less. I always believed in we should create more than we consume. So even as I put out more content, I'm definitely not scrolling as much, but I'm also monitoring what I am consuming when I do scroll. Yes, it's mostly Christian based or people who I'm friends with, stuff like that, but I'm not sitting around like scrolling or, oh, I wish my life was like this, because that can really take a toll on you. And so we all have a season for what we want in life, right? We'll get the house, we'll get the husband, we'll get this, we'll get that. But we need to enjoy where we are now. And not only that, are you stewarding the things you have, your finances, your family, your home that you have now, the car you have now? How can you move to the next thing or upgrade when you have not even been present with the things you have now? We often pray for the next thing without fully enjoying the blessing that we are currently sitting in. I remember a few months ago, I went to say, oh God, I can't wait for like this. I'm looking forward to it. And he literally was like, hold on. You were worried about this for months. I fulfilled that. And now you're asking about the next thing. I said, oh, listen, he checks us, he corrects us, he convicts us. And when you build that relationship with him, he will humble you. And I love it, to be honest. And so just remember that we have our season for everything. Stop trying to rush. And also, do you have the correct heart posture? Do you want something because other people have it? Like you're trying to keep up in a sense. Sometimes it's subconscious. You don't know you want it because you want to show it off. Or do you want it when you know you wouldn't even be able to manage it, right? And I'm not talking about financially. I mean the upkeep of it, the bigger house, the better car, the more expensive whatever it is. Would you be able to upkeep it? Would you be able to steward and enjoy it properly? Or would you be worried about the next thing if someone else got the next thing? And so something that always comes to mind is Ecclesiastes 3, 1 through 8. That is my favorite Bible verse. I'll read it to you guys. It says, there's a time for everything. For everything, there's a season, a time for every activity under heaven, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to harvest, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to tear down and a time to build up, a time to cry and a time to laugh, a time to grieve and a time to dance, a time to scatter stones and a time to gather stones, a time to embrace and a time to turn away, a time to search and a time to quit searching, a time to keep and a time to throw away, a time to tear and a time to mend, a time to be quiet and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time for war and a time for peace. So let everything have its season. Stop being in a rush to get to the next thing. I really believe that that is the enemy trying to rush us and give us anxiety and make us paranoid and want things on this earthly timing. God does not work on our timing. We could be waiting a week, 3 weeks, 3 years. We have no idea. But if we're so worried about the next thing instead of worrying about the relationship that we're building with him and being present in the day to day and getting our daily bread, getting in that Bible, then we are doing something wrong.